Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NewsBrowse News broadcast. According to a report by Liberty Times, the U.S. administration has held off on adding more than 100 Chinese companies flagged as national security risks to its trade blacklist. Among the affected firms are the prominent artificial intelligence startup DeepSeek and memory chipmaker Changshin Memory Technologies, CXMT. Officials familiar with the matter indicated that the postponement is part of an effort by Washington to avoid escalating trade and political tensions with Beijing. An interagency committee had approved adding DeepSeek and CXMT to the Commerce Department's entity list last year. However, the action was paused despite allegations from a senior State Department official that DeepSeek supports China's military and intelligence operations, and has attempted to use Southeast Asian shell companies to illegally acquire advanced U.S. semiconductor chips. Furthermore, the AI safety firm Anthropic reported earlier this year that DeepSeek and other Chinese labs had engaged in a campaign to illicitly extract capabilities from its Claude AI platform to enhance their own models. According to NHK, Ukraine's military has targeted key Russian military infrastructure, striking a missile component plant in western Russia and a satellite communication facility near Moscow. The General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces announced that air-launched cruise missiles were used to strike the plant in the city of Voronezh, which produces electronic parts for cruise missiles. Officials stated the strike significantly curtailed Russia's missile production capabilities. Additionally, Ukrainian forces struck a satellite communication facility near Moscow overnight on Monday, where heavy smoke was reportedly observed. A regional governor reported 5 fatalities in the region without disclosing the exact locations of the attacks. Meanwhile, Russia's defense ministry claimed its forces intercepted 734 Ukrainian drones, with Moscow's mayor reporting that 84 drones targeting the capital were shot down. The drone attacks led to flight disruptions and restrictions at airports in Moscow and other areas. According to Russian state media, this escalation marks an intensifying campaign by Ukraine to target Russian military and energy infrastructure. According to a report by Liberty Times, India is actively negotiating with the United Arab Emirates, UAE, to sell its flagship defense systems in response to the volatile Middle East conflict. Sources indicate that the discussions, which are in an early but fast-moving stage, involve the potential sale of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile and the Akashtir automated air defense system. Having experienced intense attacks during the conflict, the UAE is seeking to upgrade its military hardware and secure crucial oil export pathways like the Strait of Hormuz. Observers note that buying weapons from India allows the UAE to diversify its suppliers, enhancing strategic autonomy without straining relations with its ally, the United States. Furthermore, for India, cementing this military partnership serves as an important geopolitical counterbalance to the recent defense pact signed between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan. However, because the BrahMos missile is co-developed with Russia, India will require Moscow's official approval before completing the sale. Experts believe that Russia's close ties with the UAE mean this requirement is unlikely to hinder the deal. According to a report by Japan Today, U.S. President Donald Trump has signed 2 executive orders aimed at accelerating the development of quantum computing and enhancing national cybersecurity. The first directive sets a target of 2028 to construct a powerful quantum computer dedicated to scientific research. The second order focuses on defense, outlining plans to secure government computer systems against potential quantum-fueled cyber threats by migrating key infrastructure to post-quantum cryptography by 2030 or 2031. Quantum computers possess processing capabilities that could easily break current encryption standards, posing significant national security risks. These initiatives reflect the administration's strategic efforts to maintain technological leadership in the highly competitive race against China. Additionally, the orders promote international cooperation on intellectual property protections, supply chain security, and the future deployment of quantum-enabled sensors and networks over the next 5 years. The moves build upon previous federal investments, including a recent $2 billion stake taken by the Commerce Department in various quantum computing companies, further establishing the technology as a critical frontier for U.S. national and economic security. According to GG Press, the Japanese yen briefly fell to 161.93 per dollar in the New York foreign exchange market on June 22, marking its lowest level since July 2024 and approaching a near 39.5-year low last seen in December 1986. Speculation surrounding potential U.S. interest rate hikes later this year fueled yen selling and dollar buying, as investors remained highly conscious of the widening interest rate gap between the United States and Japan. At 5 p.m. in New York, the yen was trading at 161.5666 per dollar, representing a depreciation of 24 cents from the previous trading session on June 18. Despite the downward pressure, the yen experienced temporary sharp rebounds to as high as 161.06 per dollar. This volatility was driven by persistent caution in the market regarding potential direct yen buying interventions by the Japanese government and the Bank of Japan to curb rapid depreciation. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.